Way to go, brother. Anyways, you have an ex?
No, I haven't been in a relationship in a while, and not in my adult years. So I've been building my business and focusing on that.
All right, question. Are you celibate?
Yes.
All right, so where did you meet the last girl you had sex with, whenever that was?
Early college years, early 2010 area. Yeah.
Damn.
Semen retention?
Yeah.
Oof. Don't tell these guys that.
No, they need to hear it, because if you want to take your career, take your inner, your God, your spirit to the next level, you can't be out here lusting and fornicating, and you shouldn't be out here chasing women, because there's no way you're going to be able to focus on yourself if you got artificial, superficial motives, especially misusing our women, so that's not cool anyway.
That's right. I tell guys, never chase women. Build yourself up to a good level and attract them. Let them come to you if that's what your thing is, but don't go out here chasing women. You know, build your body up, build your business up, build your mind up, level up overall. You agree?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Perfect. Love it, man. Thanks for the advice.
What's good, Authentic fam? It's your boy Ayinde coming back at you with another video request. So this one is from the brother Jeff. And it says, "Hey Ayinde, my name is Jeff. Been watching you since the minorities posted a video of you with in the car." Well, I guess he means to say in the car. And yo, shout out to minorities, man. But why y'all didn't tag me in the damn video? Shit, I've been meaning to ask them that. They used the content with me and them in the car in Fort Lauderdale, but they never tagged your boy, and they got a ridiculous amount of followers and subs. That would have been very helpful, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Help a nigga out. But anyway, you know, shout out to the minorities, man. Them some cool dudes. Anyhow, so video with you in the car on their Patreon, and was not surprised after watching all your tips and whips content that you were the engine behind Fresh and Fit. I know from the first video of those guys that they were squares and assumed they were just lying girls to come. Not sure what he means by that. Assumed they was just lying girls to come up, but it made sense. Jeff, you gotta proofread your shit, bro, before you send it. Before you hit send, bro, you gotta proofread it. Anyways, you've helped me a lot with my leadership skills in relationships and really directed me on guiding a female when it comes to getting them in shape. So I'm really appreciate all your game you've been giving out to your tube. It's really needed. Just want to get your opinion on semen retention. There's this guy specifically, his name is he's talking about Jack the Ripper, and he's a bodybuilder that also be on South Beach, Miami, and I feel y'all two would make a great collab on this topic. I actually was supposed to do something with Brawley Gaines, but I don't know, man. I haven't heard back from him, but I think I think they're both in Miami right now, actually, so we'll see what's up. I'll send you 2 YouTube links of them speaking on the topic, but I just would want to know your outlook on it coming from his point of views. I send $60 donation via PayPal. Thanks. Okay, so cool. All right, so you guys pretty much get what he's saying, that I guess these content creators are making a lot of videos on semen retention, and he sent a couple of links, so I'm gonna go ahead and overlook the second one. You guys saw the first clip already with Austin as the intro to this video, so I'm gonna check out this second one right here and basically tell you guys, you know, what I think about it. But going in, I'll tell you this much right now: I see guys posting up videos about semen retention all the time. I never really watch them because it's like, personally, I think it's some gimmicky shit. Like, I don't even know why is that like some big crave or whatever like that. But I've already done videos on, you know, being celibate. I think it's called like, I don't know, I would have to look, but you know, I do have a couple of videos back when I was doing tips and whips where I spoke about basically being celibate. So let's check out this clip, and we'll come back, and you know, I'll go ahead and give Jeff my thoughts on it. I don't think I'm gonna say what he wants me to say or expects me to say, but let's see what's good.
I want to get to this young man over here, because he's always we always debating about a lot of different things. So what is your thoughts on semen retention, my brother Ripper?
We've had this conversation many times. I've had this conversation many times, even on other platforms as well, about the hypocrisy of most men that I talk to, and how they justify or make excuses about semen retention, or the lack of their ability to practice semen retention, because they feel as though if I do it for 2 weeks and then go back to the behavior, I'm benefiting from it. When in actuality, you're making it worse, because that's hypocrisy. So you have to practice it to the fullest or not at all, because then you won't really benefit from it if you have stepping with it. Like anything else, you got to be all in or not at all. And that's a part of that righteous code of conduct as well. If we're going to survive as a people, and I'm speaking specifically for our people, if we're going to survive these next few years with all this madness that's happening, in order for us to get through, it's going to take righteous code of conduct. So you can't play with righteousness. You either in it or you're not. So we got to put down these low desires and weaknesses of the flesh that we bow to. We got to build the strength in our will to overcome the low desires.
Let me ask you a question. How long have you been practicing semen retention?
I would say 3 years.
Straight.
But I became conscious years ago. But in the beginning of my phase, years ago, I was relapsing a lot. But I've mastered it now. Like, I don't even desire to do it. And the powers that I have been tapping into is mind-blowing.
So that's what I'm going to ask you next. Practicing it for 3 years, how has semen retention helped you? What have you realized what kind of powers have you realized you tapped into, and how can it help people by practicing for that long or longer?
It's almost like it's like you tap into another realm of yourself. But it's something that you have to be granted by the universe after certain trials and tribulations of overcoming, because you're going to be tried. Because the universe or the creator got to test you to see if you're serious. After certain trials and stages of this process, you'll start to tap into the ability to manifest what you speak, what you envision. Your energy will increase, your health will increase. Whatever your goals are, whatever your drive is, it will add to that in tremendous levels. You'll just become more successful.
I'm gonna give you my response on the first clip, the one with Austin and Jack the Ripper, and then of course I'll give my opinion on the second clip with Brawley Gaines and Jack the Ripper. All right, so in the first clip, he lost me several times, you know what I mean? So I don't have nothing against dude. And when it comes to Austin, I actually really like Austin. Like I've always liked Austin. From like the first time I saw him, I just like him. I just like his style. I like how he's just having fun with it, basically. He comes off as being very natural and very genuine with it. And he looks like somebody that is very relatable, you know, to these young guys out here, as far as he's in that age demographic, you know what I mean? He seems to have those type of intentions and desires and interests as a lot of young guys that his age would, but he's, like I said, he's having fun with it, you know what I mean? So I always liked the way that he's approached it, and he's kind of done it, you know, his way, done his own thing, and I think he's been able to stand out just being himself, which I appreciate. We don't have a lot in common, but me at his age, we probably had a shitload in common. So I've always liked Austin. Now, as for the other guy, he just lost me, bro, because I'm not really sure what his angle is. I don't know what his overall message is, just because he says a lot of things that seem to be kind of conflicting to me, in my opinion. I mean, you're saying like that you're practicing semen retention to focus on your career, but then it's like, in other clips, he said, don't chase money. So what are you chasing in your career then? And then it's like, you're giving guys this impression that like you can't do both. Like you can't interact with women on a sexual level and be focused on your career and be focused on spirituality and be focusing on leveling up and be righteous and be, you know, saying somewhat pure. So I don't know. It's just a lot. And then it's like 3 years semen retention. I'm sorry, I don't see what the hell is the benefit of that. I don't even see what would be the benefit of being celibate for 3 years for a man. Mind you, I'm in definite support of being celibate for guys. I just don't see what would be the point of doing it for 3 years. If you're a female and you're saving yourself for marriage, that's awesome. But if you're a guy, what is the, like, why would you be All right, bro, I'm just giving you my take here, Jeff. I just don't see where the hell he's going with this. So if it's the whole righteous thing, then it's not semen retention. You're just not having extramarital sex. All right. Now, if it's like semen retention to somehow heighten your spirituality or whatever like that, then what's the time frame supposed to be? Because that's an individual thing, an individual decision. But he's saying that he's been retaining for 3 years plus now. It's been 3 years already, and he's still going. So what exactly is the point? What's the goal? You got to kind of spell that out for us, brother. You got to let us know, like, what's the end goal here with this? And then it's like, yo, you haven't had a girlfriend since you were like college age, since basically you were a college kid. So in your adult life, you haven't had a relationship with a woman. Wait, what? And then it's like somehow having sex with women is abusing our women or taking advantage of our women, exploiting our women. What are you even saying right now? Because if you're not fornicating with these women, someone else is. So just because you're, sexually active with women does not mean you're mistreating them or you're using them or whatever was the particular word that he used. So again, I'm a little confused. I just don't get what his point is. Like, I don't know what the message is supposed to be that I'm agreeing with or disagreeing with. I really didn't get it. Again, this is coming from someone that's been celibate several times in my life, but I always had a purpose. There was a reason, it was a purpose, there was a determined time, there's something that I was trying to accomplish, all of the above. Then it's like you can't be your best you or focus on your career if you're not practicing semen retention. How so? When you can have one supportive woman that you're active with and you have a bond with her and she's actively helping you and supporting you in your goals and in your mission and in your purpose, and you are also focused because you are ambitious, you want to make these accomplishments, and also you want to do it also for your woman, or your woman is also motivating you and encouraging you and giving you that extra oomph and energy that a woman is built and designed to when she is in her proper role and she is righteous and she is spiritual and making and holding that connection with you. So it's like I'm really confused when you start throwing spirituality in there and the Most High, because we are spiritual beings and the spiritual realm is very much important and a thing that we neglect and overlook. But as spiritual beings, we are also designed to interact with each other spiritually. So why would you be foregoing that and avoiding women in general? So if he was just like, listen, don't be sexually active, be righteous, and hold yourself to the standard until marriage, until you're bonding with a woman, that I would understand. That makes perfect sense to me. But just giving this perception that like having sex with women, somehow you're all of a sudden not righteous again. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that extramarital sex or sex before marriage isn't a sin. I think it very much might be one, and it's something that we struggle with, and I try to like really look into that and research it as much as I can and try to understand the word and understand the Bible to kind of get a definitive answer. However the dominoes might fall on that one, you know what I mean? So that would make pretty much all of us sinners because we're all, fornicating before marriage. It is what it is. But on the other end of it, how realistic is that for guys to be abstaining from sex totally, completely, and indefinitely? Like, again, I don't really know where he's going with that, all right? So kind of with the second clip now, I kind of mixed in some of the things that he said in the second clip with the first one, but now I'm going to focus primarily on the second clip with Brawley Gaines. And now the way he goes about it, you have to watch the full video, guys. I'll drop both links in the description, but the way that he goes about it is way more in line with the way I have gone about it. And if I ever decide to go that route again, that is also the way I will go. First of all, I'm not going to call it semen retention. I can't even really like wrap my head around that term. It's just weird to me. Celibacy is fine for me. Celibate, that works for me just fucking fine. All right. So he's basically saying, he's taking these breaks to stay focused, to do what he's trying to do, accomplish what he's trying to accomplish. And then, dude, Jack the Ripper is saying that that's hypocrisy. It's like, how is that hypocrisy when he didn't say that he was going to be like foregoing, sex forever, indefinitely? Like that's this guy's thing. So how are you calling dude a hypocrite because he's saying that he wants to go a month or whatever length of time? He said a month. Okay, to me, a month is a joke. I'm just being honest. To me, a month is a joke. Like, that could happen to you involuntary. You could just have a, how you doing? You can just have a, you could just have a dry season, bro. You could be in between women and just, you didn't get lucky for 4 weeks. There you go, a month where you were celibate. You know what I mean? unintentionally. So, a month to me is no real amount of time. I don't think it proves much of anything. Anyhow, so the shortest period of time that I've been celibate is 6 months. That's the shortest. And the longest has been a year. And I was very specific on what the terms were and what my rules were for myself, and it's worked wonders. I think it's very, very effective for staying focused, for being zoned in on one particular goal, and just kind of being tunnel vision. So again, this whole semen retention thing, I can't really get on that bandwagon. Any of these guys that are talking about it, I can never really figure out or decipher what the fuck their message is, or what is their point. Like, what are you trying to say? Why do this? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, what are the parameters? What's the guidelines? What are you telling guys? Like, retain their semen forever until they die? Wait, what? I'm sorry, women are a wonderful part of life. If you're in a position to indulge yourself with them, you shouldn't. You should exercise your discipline. You should be highly selective. I think the more access you have to women is the more selective you should be. And for you guys who don't have a lot of access or don't have the ability to get quality women, you need to be focusing on leveling yourself up anyway. Now, if you want to go ahead and give yourself a time period where you're going to abstain from having sex, you need to be not interacting with women at all so that you can just stay focused. But telling guys like that's the only way to be focused, to me, that's malarkey. Telling guys all of a sudden they're like not righteous or worthy or something because they're not retaining their semen, again, malarkey. Telling guys that if they do it for a certain period of time and then go back to having sex, then all of a sudden they're hypocrites. Again, I'm not co-signing to that. That's ridiculous. I said it. I don't agree with it. That's my opinion. And what was the other thing that I was going to point out and address? The fact that it's like, if you're out here, if you're actually having sex with women, all of a sudden you're chasing women. No, I agree with Austin. You don't chase women. You focus on your goals. You focus on your priorities, your purpose. You level up. You do what you got to do. And you will acquire some type of groupie attention, whatever that may be, depending on what it is that you do. If you're successful and you're still not getting it, you're just not throwing the right signals, bro. Get your fashion together. Get your fitness together. Get your body language together. Get your facial expressions together. Get your game together. Get your network together. Get all those things together. There's no way in heck you're not going to meet women, and you're not going to find, and filter out some that actually are attracted to you that you can vibe with. That's going to happen. But acting like you can't be focused if you're interacting with women. There's certain dudes that if they're not getting any butt, that distracts them. There's certain guys that if they don't have a girlfriend or they're not getting laid, that would distract them. So there's been times in my life when I've used both extremes. There's been times in my life where I've said, I got to get focused, so I'm going to get one girlfriend so that I can stay focused on all the other stuff that I need to do, because I'm not paying attention to any females, because I just have the one and I'm good with that. Now, granted, if you get the wrong one female, she can be a huge distraction to you, and it's like, damn, I'm better off being single, right? So it all depends. But then there's been times in my life where I said, you know what, I'm not even talking to a chick, looking at a chick, I don't want to work out with a chick, I don't want to nothing. No women, get away from me, can't see you, blinders on, focusing on what I'm doing, and doing the celibate thing. So both extremes have worked for me. So personally, overall, my opinion is it's something you need to decide for yourself, decide how you're going to go about it, figure out your personalities, your weaknesses, and learn to strengthen yourself and your discipline. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to self-discipline. Okay, I've known guys that they're getting laid every couple of days or every day or whatever, and they're hyper-focused and super successful in getting it in. All right, and I've known guys that they're getting no butt whatsoever, and they're stressed out, they're lonely, they're miserable, they're horny, they're not motivated, they're not satisfied, and they're not getting shit accomplished because they're getting no butt. And getting some butt might actually kick them into gear, right? So I don't like how he's speaking in like these overall generalities. I don't like that. He's making it seem like it's this way and this way only, and it sounds ridiculous, because what he's talking about, there's such a small percentage of guys that are even doing or considering anything remotely like what he's talking about, all right? And I'm not saying that semen retention and the interest in it isn't popular. I'm saying the way that he's talking about it, yeah, right. There's a huge demographic guys that are intentionally going years without busting a nut, and they have options. Wait, what? I don't think anybody's going years without busting a nut. Even if they don't have options, they're playing with themselves or they're paying for it. They're doing something, right? So anyhow, Jeff, I did my best with this one, man. I already told you it's always been a weird-ass, awkward-ass topic to me because I never could understand why guys are so concerned about what other guys think about semen retention, and I never understood why content creators are like pitching this, marketing this. I don't know what they're doing with the semen retention thing, but I guess it gets a lot of views. I guess a lot of guys are interested in it. Like I just said, I have no effing idea why you guys are so interested in what other guys have to say about semen retention. What? If anything is a distraction to you in your life, you need to learn how to cut it out. You need to learn how to cut it out until you can control it. I don't care if it's video games. I don't care if it's porn. I don't care if it's actual women. I don't care what it is. So to me, this whole semen retention thing, it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't deserve this unique individual attention. I feel like there's tons of things that can distract you just as much as quote unquote busting a nut. So why are we putting all this emphasis on semen retention like it's some magic, like it's a magical trick? Like, yo, guys, if you don't bust a nut, son, you just become successful. Like, really? Without putting in the work? Without focusing on any specific task or goal? Without networking? Without making investments? Without, you know, it's just the not busting part that magically makes you successful? Like, what are we really talking about? Anyway, guys, look, just don't let things in general distract you. Take a personal evaluation of yourself. Take an honest, genuine look at yourself. What is helping and benefiting you? What is holding you back and distracting you? It's that simple. If something is distracting you, be honest with yourself and cut it the fuck out. If something is benefiting you and helping you, nurture that, encourage that, increase that. Make sense? I'll catch you guys on the next one. As always, keep the special requests coming. It helps the channel. It benefits the channel. I got a lot of people on my inside group that want some parties, some subscriber parties, and it's like, I need something to celebrate to get a subscriber party. So I'm supposed to be asking you guys now, please like the video, like, share, and subscribe. But really, guys, come on. A lot of you guys are watching this shit. You're obviously getting some value, something from it. Why don't you like it, share it, pass it on. Let's get this thing to grow, because I do actually want to have a 20,000 sub party. I do want to have a 50 and probably a 75 and probably 100. And my parties are actually going to be lit. I'm just not going to be saying, yo, we lit. No, my shit's actually going to be dope. So yeah, we'll do some of those. The live streams, I'm figuring out how I want to go about it. I'm still thinking about it, because I have like several locations I can use now, which is cool, which is dope. So yeah, there's a lot going to be going on with the live streams. I got a really unique, different idea that hasn't been done on YouTube or podcast yet. You guys are going to like it. It's actually real dope, and it's actually old school. I'm taking it back to the 90s with the idea that I got. So you guys are going to like that when it rolls around. But in the meantime, like I said, keep the special requests and the donations coming in, because like I said, it's really helping the channel. It's helping me get some more equipment. I need some more cameras, the whole 9 yards, before I'm ready to put everything together and press play. But yeah, man, it's really going to be a problem, because the more I think about it, the more I analyze and see what other people are doing, what's going on. Nobody's better at this shit than me, man. I'm just keeping it real. I don't gotta, we are the best. No, I really am the best. When it comes to interviewing these girls and all that. Excuse me, man, hold on. Can I get you for 1 second? Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Where you going? Yeah. What's your name?
Lana. But I have to go to sleep and wake up at 6 for work.
You gonna wake up at 6 at work?
Yeah, I just need to go get my...
Are you gonna tell them good night? You gonna tell these guys hi?
Hey.
I guess we'll have to get her on another one. She did look like she was in a rush. But yeah, like I was saying, man, ain't nobody better at this shit than me, man. Knock it off, you know what I mean? I'm just getting started. That's why everybody's like, yo, man, what you doing? I'm like, yo, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. No, for real. I'm like operating at 15% of my capacity right now. I'm just getting started. So, yeah, man, we're gonna dominate this whole, this whole male advice and, encouragement and advice given. Oh, she was with the dudes. That's what it is. The dude is right there. Are they holding hands and everything? Oh shit. Anyway, so yeah, man, we gonna do it big when it comes to interviewing the girls and putting it on display for you guys to see what it really is. And we ain't gotta offend them, none of them or nothing like that, man. These chicks, trust me, I'm gonna have these chicks loving the red pill. They gonna say it's delicious. They gonna be treating the red pill like cherry Starburst when I'm done with this motherfucker. All right, so hit me up in the email. Let me know what it do with the semen retention thing. I don't know what to tell y'all. Do whatever the hell you want. But the celibacy thing, being celibate, definitely try that. Exercise it and increment it up. Try doing it for a month. Try doing it for 2 months. Do it for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And just make sure you're getting a lot done in that space of time and reward yourself with some buns when you're done. But all this forever, indefinite stuff, long periods of time, I just think it's silly. I don't really think it's beneficial, to be honest. I think 6 months is a great go. And you have to reward yourself coming out of that 6 months. All right, don't get crazy with it, and then maybe get right back on board and do it again. All right, get shit done. I'm out of here. Peace.